Hey guys, I'm back. I know I was gone for such a long time, but if y'all notice, my braces are gone. I haven't been back since I got them off and I feel so bad. I got them off at the end of July. I know I haven't been on here since, and that's the end of August, so I feel like a horrible person. So I wanted to show you what they sent me home with and what I'd recommend for people. Because I've had dental teeth problems since I was a kid, and I've always been embarrassed of my teeth, and now I absolutely love my teeth. Thank God for my dentist. He is the best dentist on planet Earth. I mean, look at my chest. I know, it's big, it's making red marks. Anyway, so he didn't recommend this toothpaste to me, but my fiance went to a different dentist and he was getting his teeth done. And they sent him on with a sample of this toothpaste. And I've always had gum problems, like swelling up and stuff. And I do brush my teeth every day and floss and do all what you're supposed to. But when you have genetics that aren't that great and you want your teeth to be perfect, it's really hard. And my teeth are very sensitive. My gums swell up. I've just had issues growing up. So I found this toothpaste. And it's a little on the pricey side. I think it's like $6 or $7. But it's called Crest Gum Detoxified Gentle Whitening. So, it's fluoride toothpaste for anti-cavity, anti-gingivitis. Which, what runs in my family is gingivitis. My grandfather, he has it really bad. He has like 2 teeth. And, I don't want to be like that. So I try every precaution to go around to try to get rid of it. Also, after getting my braces removed, 2 weeks after that, I got my wisdom teeth removed. And so I haven't been wearing my retainer like I'm supposed to. Let me grab that. They put a metal one in the bottom here to hold that. And it goes from like K9 to K9. So I don't have to wear a retainer on the bottom. But on the top, they gave me this plastic one. You guys are going to see how tiny my teeth are. But they gave me this little plastic retainer. It looks so gross on camera, but it's really not. And then it comes in this little box. And I just put it in there every day after I wash it up to take it out of my mouth. And then, they gave me a whitening kit by Colgate. And you open it up, and it comes like this. It comes like this. And then you have like your instructions and they fit a whitening thing around your teeth, so they're like the same thing as my retainer except flexible, and they go on both sides. And then you have like 4 whitening tubes. I haven't really used it that much, which I will start using it like tonight because my teeth aren't white. But I want them whiter than what they are. Sensitive. So I have to be careful when I use it. But thank God I got my wisdom teeth removed on the 15th of August. So it's been 15 days since I got my wisdom teeth removed. And let me tell you, wisdom teeth removal was not fun. I only had 3 days off from work. I went back to work. I could barely talk because my mouth was like this. It looked like a chipmunk. And then getting food stuck in the holes and looking in your mouth and looking at that was really, really disgusting. And I would never, it was not fun. But after I got my experience about getting my braces removed was I went to the dentist and I was so excited. I was like, get them off. And he comes in there and he's like, I was like thinking I had 2 more weeks, the way he made it sound. Like I was going to have 2 more weeks of braces and I wasn't going to get them off. And I was like really getting very let down. And then he was like, so how about you feel like taking them off today? And I said, what? Like I was so excited and could not hide it. I was like, yes, like take them off, please. So we got to take them off. Thank God. I'm so excited they're off. But it's very hard to talk without them. I have so much slobber in my mouth and it feels so weird. I still haven't got used to the feeling since I've got them off. A little bit, but not so much. So getting them off was probably not the worst pain. The only pain that I had were the front ones. The front 4 here, because they were like jackknifed. They were very, very, very crooked. And I hated them. I really did. And so I took my time and my money and I fixed them, which I spent a lot of money on my teeth, so I will take care of them. So fixing them, they re-altered like one tooth every time I went back every 2 weeks. So it was getting very sensitive of getting removed and putting back on. So it was getting very uncomfortable and it was starting to hurt every time they would take it off. It would hurt more and more. So whenever she went to take them off and I knew that we were getting them off, it hurt worse than it usually hurt. So the front 4 were the most painful. The rest they popped right off. They didn't hurt too bad. But she did take like poppers. She didn't make the cement soft or anything. So she popped them off, cleaned my teeth, and they looked so beautiful when I walked out. Like right now, I wish they looked like that. Which in a month or so I go back for a cleaning. So yay. But okay, so that happened. She cleaned them. We put the retainer in. I had to taste that nasty sealant stuff that goes on the back there. That was not fun. But other than that, getting my braces off was like the best thing that ever happened to me. So 2 weeks, well, after I leave the dentist, they do like this head scan. And to scan if I see if I have wisdom teeth. Which my whole time being at the dentist, I thought I only had bottom teeth. Because that's what I could feel coming in. But my great-grandmother did not have any. And my Nana only had her bottoms. So I was praying, fingers crossed, that I only have my bottoms. Well, come to find out, I have both. They did the scan. My top ones are way up here, and they're like above my molars. They're not where they're supposed to be. They grew above my molars. So he said, you have to get them removed like immediately, like the next available appointment, because now you're in the danger zone of messing up your teeth. And I was like, okay. So I'm like, the whole 2 weeks, I'm like talking myself up, like, girl, you got this. You're going to be fine. You're going to go into surgery. You're going to be fine. Remind you, I haven't had surgery since I was 6 or 7 years old. So I don't remember really like any of the stuff because it was never bad to me. So I was never like terrified. So I go and we literally go back into this dentist's office, which I've never been before because he sent me to like someone that does the surgery. So we go back and my heart kind of sunk, like my gut sunk. And I was like, oh God, like I'm about to go under. What if I don't wake back up? Like all the bad thoughts started to come to my head. And I was like, no, Jordan, you're going to be fine. You're going to wake back up. This happens all the time, you know. So we go in there and we're sitting in this chair and it looks like an old dentist office, like the chair and everything. It freaked me out. It was not as comfortable as my dentist office. And the guy comes in there and I'm like, my Nana's not leaving because I was a big baby and I am a big baby. I said, my Nana is not leaving until I am put to sleep. And he's like, okay, well, she can leave when we put the IV. I said, okay, that's fine. Like, that was the worst part for me. Even though I have tattoos, getting an IV is way worse than tattoos. So, story goes on. We're sitting back there, and he comes back there, and he kind of calms me down. He tells me exactly what he's going to do. It's not going to hurt. It's going to be easy. 30 minutes, you're done. So, I calmed down. Story goes on. They take us into another room. So, here's this door and the chair, and then they, walked around to the other door, and we went in there, and there was, IV hookup, pumps, tools laying out. So, my anxiety went from 0 to, forget about it now. I want to go home. Forget about it. And he has, a wrap in my arm, because he, hey, you have an arm around. He, knew that I was going to freak out. So, he's like, sit down, you'll be okay. And they put a blanket over me and put the gas on my head. When they put the gas on my head, they made me tilt my head up like this because the thing wouldn't, stay on. They're like, don't look down because it won't stay on, blah, 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 blah. So, my head was on with my gas on my head. And he is still talking to me, and I'm okay. So, 2 people walk in. The assistant for him, the dental assistant in the hands-on tools, this girl looked like she was 16, young as hell, and I was terrified. I was like, this girl's about to touch my mouth. I don't know her, because I've had a bad experience with dentists, and I only go to one dentist. So to go to somewhere else, it freaks me out. My anxiety is already up there, but then going there and be like, oh shit, So having a 15-year-old assistant was not okay. Then the other guy comes in. This guy literally looked like a hobo. Freaked me out. He was in scrubs like he was supposed to be, right? Was not shaved. it didn't even say a word. And then the doctor was telling me, hey, he's going to put a needle in you. Last time I checked, when I went to the doctor, the person that was doing IV said, hey, my name is this, and I'm going to put IV in you for this. Right? Like, come on. And so they have my arm down here, and they, like, put the little thing, you know, the little rubber band thing, and put down. And they have my arm, like, down. And my face is like this. So you have to, like, imagine. My arm's down, my face like this, and I can't look down. I'm the freak that wants to see the needle going in because I calm down and I know I can see, I have control of the situation, so I can see what's going on. Well, my Nana's over here sitting in a chair. Dennis over here sitting in a chair. The assistant's sitting here, and I'm starting to have a full-on panic attack. Tears start rolling down my face, and I just can't breathe. Like, I'm like, like freaking out. So once that was done, he finally got the IV in, and it hurt. Like, it was the worst IV thing I think I've ever had. First of all, bad experience. He didn't tell me his name. He didn't tell me what he was going to do. He put the IV in my arm and didn't say a word, like he was going to poke me. My Nana was standing over me and was like, okay, he's going to poke you now. Like, my Nana shouldn't be telling me that you're about to poke me with a needle. No, 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 no. So I was like, oh, fuck. Like, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's new at this. So I'm like, shit, I'm going to die. Like, that's the feeling I got. Like, I'm about to die, and I'm fighting it. So they had the gas on me. When you have an anxiety attack, for any anxiety people out there, they know, first and foremost, gas does not help at all. They say, oh, gas makes you numb and tingly. Okay, yeah, it makes you tingly once you calm down. But when you're having an anxiety attack and you're crying, the gas doesn't help. It doesn't make you numb, nothing. You're like, you're freaking out. And even, like, talking about it makes my chest red. So they put the needle on my arm, and the lady comes around, and she starts, the little lady, the girl that was like 16 to me, I don't know how old she was, but she looked like she was 16, comes around and starts talking to me. And I'm like, you probably think I'm a huge baby because this is the last thing I remember. After putting the needle on my arm, they asked my Nana to leave. And I was like, no, 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 no. Like, I don't want her to leave because I'm not knocked out and I don't trust you guys. Like, that's how I felt, but I didn't say that. But I was like, don't leave. And my Nana's like, I'll have to leave. You're going to be okay. So I said, okay. And my head's still up like this. And the lady's talking to me. And I said, well, you probably just think that I'm a big baby because I'm crying and I want my Nana. And, you know, I haven't been put under since I was 7 years old. Right after I said that, I went black. So people, when they come out of anesthesia, everybody acts different. So when I came out of anesthesia, I was crying, and all I said was, I want my Nana. I want my Nana. I want my Nana. That's the first thing that came out of my head, because that's what I went to sleep to. Like, I wasn't relaxed. I wasn't calm. I was having a very bad experience, and the doctor should have took control. But, I mean, the doctor, he was amazing. My teeth were done in 30 short minutes. I was up, and I was good. His part, he was amazing, but, like, his assistants, no. They ruined the experience for me. He was, like, calming me, but them two shot me through the roof. So, it's like 1/2 ratio, obviously. So, then I wake up, and I don't open my eyes in the doctor's office. I open my eyes once they get me outside. Like, I'm crying for my Nana the whole time. Like, I freaked out, and I called her back there. And the lady and my Nana are back there, and the lady's trying to help me out the door. So then Tony comes back there and helps me into the car. When I get into the car, like, I have an SUV, so you don't have to, like, shove somebody's head down like you're a cop, right? And the lady, like, shoved my head down, like, really, really hard, and, like, I'm swollen, so you have to, my chin's, like, this far. So when she shoved me down, it, like, shoved everything back up. Like, it hurt so bad to be shoved down. Like, then I realized how much pain I was in. Because the pain is there, but you're, like, awake, you know? So I got in the car, and I was like, all I want is, and I'm still saying, all I want is my Nana, all I want is my Nana. And I kind of, like my vision's kind of coming in, and I remember leaving the office and walking on a sidewalk. Like, I could feel that, but I couldn't see it. Like, it was in front of me. So we got in the car, and I, like, keep myself awake. And we get halfway back to town, and I kind of doze off. And I wake back up, they go get me medicine, and I'm dozing back off. Excuse me. And, so, I'm okay, and then I know that I'm not allergic to any medicine that I know of, so I was like, I'm not allergic to anything. Which, I wasn't planning on taking pain medicine because I'm a weird freak, and I don't like to take drugs or anything like that because I had a bad experience, so I don't do any of that. So, when we get back to town, about 30 minutes because it was in 30 minutes away from me. So I was like, all I want is Scooter. All I want is Scooter. So he stops and picks up my dog. That's how cute my fiance was. He stopped and picked up my dog for me, and we went to my Nana's. And we stayed the night there. They gave me they gave me an antibiotic and a pain pill. And the pain pill they gave me was Oxycontin. Like Oxycontin, something, whatever. Still, it's an Oxy, right? So they tell me, hey, you need to take, my Nana's like, you need to take your Oxy and your antibacterial. And I said, what? That was like the first time she said, well, the first pill I took, I don't remember because I was kind of in pain and I was still on the anesthesia and I was not there, you know, and I was hurting and I was hungry. So 3 hours after I got out, I could take my gauze out and eat. So that's when she gave me the medicine. I don't remember that. Like, I remember so, like, faint stuff, right? So then after that, I threw up everything I ate, which hurt because all the gauze, everything came out of my mouth into the trash can, and it felt like ripping. Like, felt like something was ripping my mouth. So I was like, I'm not taking the pain medicine. I'm done. So I couldn't sleep that night. So I said, Tony, will you give me half of the pain medicine? And he's like, okay. So he goes and cuts me half. My stomach literally turns, which I eat something with it because you have to eat something with it, right? My stomach literally turns, and I forced myself to go to sleep. And I woke up the next morning, and I was okay. Like, I could eat cereal, and I was fine. You're not supposed to have milk for 24 hours and pop and stuff like that. So I couldn't have that, but I had, like, the next morning I had milk and stuff. So I was like, okay. So I couldn't have ice cream, couldn't have yogurt, couldn't have Jello, couldn't have yogurt, couldn't have ice cream. I couldn't have anything with dairy or pop. So it was water and juice. That was it. And the juice couldn't be like, it had to be 100% concentrated. It couldn't be with anything with carbonation or real sugar. So it was not fun. Not fun. And then, so I'm getting pissed off, like angry, very angry when I'm when I'm in pain. So I was getting really aggravated really, really easy. So he went to go get me something from the McDonald's, like fries or something, because I can gnaw on it, right? So he goes and gets me that, and he's gone for a while, and I got mad. Like, mad. And I was like, I am not taking that, because my Nana's like, you need to take some pain medicine. You're getting out of control with your anger. Because when I'm in pain, I get mad before I cry. Like, I'm not, like, I'm a baby with pain, but it depends on the pain, right? So I was like, I'm not taking that. It makes me sick. So then my Nana flushes them down the toilet without saying anything to me. And I'm, like, hurting. And then I'm like, okay, I want the other half of my pill. Oh, I flushed him down the toilet. So, 4 ibuprofen every 4 hours. And my antibacterial every 3 times a day. So, every time I ate, pretty much. Yeah, not fun. And then I had to deal with a lot of pain. And that was not fun. But I'll give it to her. At least I wasn't taking, like, drugs. Which, if I was driving or something, I could go to prison for. So, I decided, you know, that was a better interest for me. So, long story short, 2 weeks later, where I'm sitting now, I still have a little bit of holes. They're almost still shut. I have to keep food out of them, and I use a little squirt thing you put in your mouth and squirt all the food out. But other than that, other than the doctor's office, the rest of my time has been a good experience. He did not do stitches. I didn't need them. And he cut the top ones out, too. So, they were cut out. They were not growing in at all, so he cut them out. So, it was very interesting. I've never had holes in my mouth like that, ever, and I was terrified, but I'm so glad that it's over, and now that I don't have to go to the dentist, but every year for every 6 months for a cleaning, or a year, whatever, for a checkup, and I'm good to go. So, that makes my anxiety go down. I don't like doctors or dentists. Give me anxiety. So, it makes my life better. But I'm ready to have them white, get my tan on for my wedding, and be ready to go, because I'm ready. My anxiety level is through the roof trying to get this stuff done. So, that is what the story time for you guys. That's braces and the wisdom teeth back to back are pretty difficult. I'm not gonna lie, but I got them done before I got married. My teeth are ready to go, so that makes me feel better. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next story time. Bye.